Dollar index, now we are based on daily chart. We want to analyze the chart for the next week. All right, as we can see, uh, we have a correction here because we want to see whether the price can break this low or not for the next week. Then if yes, then we want to see whether look for whether can we have these two lines, the lowest price. All right, the reason is we are more interested in the up move. We want to see, because now we consider this one relative to this until they break this line, this low. All right, that's mean we consider as a correction or as a relative to each other. That's why the things I want to say is we are more interested in the up move. That's mean we're more interested in the buy in terms of the risk and reward. But if the price drops some more and come to this line, the lowest price, then we need to look into the chart differently. But from what we have right now, we want to see whether we can get this move or not. And now the question is whether next week can we expect the price first break this line? If yes, still be looking for buy. But if the price drops some more to this lowest price, when I draw here in relative to for this, then we need to look into the differently, look into the chart. All right, anyway, now we want to see how we can trade for the next week, whether the price can break this low or not. In this case, we move to forward chart. All right, based on forward chart, we don't have much things. The only things is we want to see whether we will get the correction here. That means whether what we have or a bit the price can move a bit higher, similar to what we have here. Then can we expect the price drop to break this low or not? Or from here a price start can move up and we look for buy. All right, and if we get the buy first based on forward chart, our target is here. But based on daily chart, what we want is we want the price come to this level. All right, in this case we want to see how we can trade it. That means all it depends what we will get here. If I move to 1 hour chart, all right, again the question is first of all whether this one we get the correction, the price can come and break this low. And that means if the price start to correct similar to what we have here, continue a bit higher, still we can, and that time we need to look for the down move, because at that times we can put this one in relative to this as a correction for the one move down, and the price can break this low. That means if the price move similar to what I explained, we need to look for the sell. But right now we cannot sell. Even the price drop, we cannot sell. Only time we can look for sell if similar to what we have here, the price start to continue in a wave of corrective. That times we can look for the put our trend line, any drop correction, we take the sell, and what we want the price come to this low. Then all right, the first we see the price come to this low. It depends where we get. We need to start to manage, and what we target, we want whether the price can break this low, and if yes, how deep it can go. All right, now the question is whether if there is any sell setup, whether we want to take this sell or not in terms of the risk or reward. We want to see when the market open. Before we taking any sell, we need to look into it whether in terms of the risk and reward we want to take or not. All right, that's why we are more interested in the buy, because if we get the buy in terms of the risk and reward can give us a better trade. Anyway, for the buy, we don't have any things we can right now talk about that. We want to see what we will get here. Okay, and first of all, before I talk about the buy, I want to refer to my last times with the trade we have it, because last time we have a trend line here. Okay, we explain how we can look for buy. This is the first we have it. When the price come to this level, we were looking for the second buy. As we can see, we say we need to get the correction. We get the correction. The price drop, reverse, then drop. There was no buy setup, because if we want to take the buy here after this drop, we should get buy setup. There was no buy setup. All right, that's why we said we have to wait for the buy setup. All right, anyway, there was no buy here. And I mentioned how for the traders they need to start to manage this one. I explained in my last video. And do we have the sell setup? Actually, we didn't have any trade setup for the sell. I don't think we could sell here or here, even based on 15 minutes. It's not really clear. All right. In this case, what's the next if you want to look for buy? If I put my trend line here, I won't buy within this range, because within this range, if the price drops similar, move similar to what I'm drawing here, still we can expect the price to drop. Whether we want to look for sell or not, it depends. What we get and depends on the traders. I don't think we can get a good trade for sell. That's why we are more interested in the buy. Okay, in that case, based on what we have right now, if we want to look for buy, we want the price break this trend line, give a correction, we take the trade. We have to wait for the correction and buy setup because of what we have here, because maybe we get the correction similar to this for the next move to drop. That's why if we want to take the buy, wait the price to break this, I won't say this trend line, then we take the trade. And I don't suggest we take the buy within this range unless we get a good trade setup, and I don't think we can get it. All right, and I want the price break this trend line, give a correction here before we take the trade, and we need to get the buy set up because of what we have here. I explained already, because of this move. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup, and we wait. When we see when the market open, what we get here, how the price can correct, and whether we can get any trade setup, which we are more interested in the buy or not. If we get, we trade it, and if not, the best is if the price drop and break this low, I think from there we can again look for the buy setup. Now the question is whether we get before the price, I mean within this range, before without breaking this low we can get the buy setup, or the price can break this low and then from there we get the buy setup. Alright, anyway, we just follow the chart and see how the chart can correct here or what we will get. Then from there we make a decision whether we can take the buy or not. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, then I will share on YouTube on Monday. Thanks.